Today is the first day of a segment I should have started 5 years ago. Supernatural Sunday. Possums kill. Supernatural has been my favorite show for the past 5 years, and it just started its 6th season on Friday. Friday's episode was called Exile on Main Street, and it was directed by Phil Segresha, who I love. He's one of my favorites that they have. Sarah Gamble wrote it. She's the head writer now, which is fantastic. First of all, I want to start out by saying this seemed like the longest summer hiatus of a show ever. I felt like I've been waiting a year for this show to come back. It's the longest one, I think, since season 1 when they got hit by the truck. Right off, what I was waiting for was when it goes whoosh to the Supernatural logo, waiting to see what it would be, and it looks like ice or glass. I don't know, but it's awesome. I know that they didn't want to have a lot of time pass between when Sam went to hell and now, but I feel like a year wasn't quite enough time for me to buy that Dean had moved on so much in his life. I know that he hadn't completely moved on. Like, for Sam to be totally normal was creepy. Dean with his shirt tucked in is just weird. The Campbells. Of course, I have a soft spot for Grandpa Campbell because he's Walter Skinner. You know what I'm saying? But I don't trust him. My first inclination, obviously, is not to trust the Campbells because of hiding the demon girl and the guy who doesn't talk. Creepy. And just, we don't know them, you know, and it's hard to break into the Supernatural family. I'm assuming that all the Campbells we're seeing are dead, that they've been resurrected as well. That means everyone we see on screen is undead, except Lisa and Ben. Why did they take the Jinn at the end? Bobby, I know, was thinking he was doing the right thing and not telling Dean that Sam was back because he didn't think that Dean would get pulled back in and he wanted him to have this normal life. But he done goofed, you know what I mean? He would have been more prepared for the whole situation. I mean, maybe he would have just run off with Sam, I really don't know. He probably would have. But I feel like now Dean is kind of torn. The part where he's on the bed tripping out from the poison, I was like, I feel like I'm watching Trainspotting. Do you know Trainspotting, where the baby's on the ceiling? Except it was Lisa. I know that he has a lot in common with the mother, but I feel like he represents John Winchester because they showed him that way last season because he was kind of a father figure to Sam, more so of a brother. 2 brothers are possessed and everything, as Michael and as Lucifer. He got to roll in kind of as the parental figure. So I thought that was pretty cool how they're still enforcing that. And to me, he does represent the Winchester side, the side that's not a hunter. Or do they have any Winchester relatives around? This is really a premature thought, but I'm thinking that maybe Sam and Dean will have to work together to stop the Campbells or to take out their own family members. I mean, they're already undead, so it's not going to undo anything that was done in the past, you know? So if they kill Grandpa Campbell, it's not going to make them not exist. Maybe that'll bring Sam and Dean closer together because I do want to trust Sam. And I feel like if there is something shady going on with the Campbells, he's not aware of it because they took the Jinn girl before Sam got back on purpose. They didn't want Sam to know either. And if he really is normal Sam again completely, then he's trustworthy. You know, he's not going to do anything on purpose to screw anyone over. I liked all the flashbacks with the Dean making breakfast. I was like, who salts their eggs that much? There's demons in the eggs, demon chickens. And then he had the salt outside the house, and then, you know, they're lifting up the trunk of the car and everything. I liked that. I liked the stark contrast and how he wasn't even wearing his jacket, and he kind of shelved that whole entire old life in order to just live. I was like, where's the car? Oh my god. And I think that's great that they're not driving the car and that, you know, the car won't come out of the garage until Dean is ready to fight again, which I think is great because it keeps up the symbolism and everything, and who else is going to drive Dean's car? It's just not right. I loved seeing Frederick Lane come back as Azazel because he's everyone's favorite incarnation of Azazel. I loved Sam at the end trying to get Dean to come back. When he first started talking, I was a little mad. I was like, dude, let him be. Don't pressure him. You got pressured by him in season 1 to leave your girlfriend and everything, and look how that turned out, you know? It just kind of irked me at first, and then he kept talking, and I was like, oh my goodness, okay. And he was saying how, you know, basically saying Dean's the heart. Dean's the one who thinks things through emotionally. It's, you know, if you win the war versus how you win the war. Neither one is completely right, neither one is completely wrong. So what's more important to you? If you win or how you win? Sam, it's if you win. Dean, it's how you win. They need that balance because both are really, really important. And I liked that was kind of emphasized there a little at the end. Whose Yorkie is that? Is that the same dog? The same one from Monster Movie? I'm thinking it is. Didn't Dean say Yorkie in season 1 too? He's got a Yorkie upstairs that pees when he's nervous or something. Did he say Yorkie? I wanted to do this review video type thing on Sunday because that'll give me time to rewatch it on Saturdays. You don't notice everything the first time around with any show or movie you watch, and I noticed the second time around that before Dean walks into the clothesline area with the rips, a black car goes by. Sam's car drives by. I never noticed that the first time around. And how Grandpa Campbell says you hear, and then Dean says you hear at the end. Love it. Although since when does Dean say you hear? So what are your thoughts? And let me know. Next week they're saving babies. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Santi. Should I end things with Santi? Ponder a supernatural way to say goodbye. Bye guys. I drink beverages in every video. Not sure if it's a thing yet.